What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Project Orion, your weekly podcast. And I am here with Blainzz. What is up, Nick?
Yo, what's good,
Your
buddy?
fucking first
Yeah,
question I gotta ask. I'm like, how much have you drank today?
not enough. Not enough at
I
all.
knew. I was like, I gotta ask you.
No. You're probably gonna be more buzzed than I am after that one drink that you got.
I might be. I still got I think I got 8 beers in the fridge still. So
Oh, I can't get too fucked up. I gotta scrim later.
oh shit, yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot you guys got a team now.
Yeah.
I was like, how's that going? At least.
It's pretty good. It was pretty hard for me recently because I was working night shift up until actually Monday. I start days now, so that I can actually get on a consistent scrim schedule. So I wasn't really able to scrim consistently throughout the week because I was working nights. And obviously, whenever I go into work, everybody's wanting to scrim and shit. So it
Yeah.
was kind of rough. So I wasn't really locked into a solid team up until a few weeks ago because with the shift change, I can
Yeah.
actually, just I can guarantee that I can be there and stuff now.
Yeah. It's the one thing I can say working days now is that I can actually do stuff. Because I would try to stream and do stuff right after I'd get up, after I'd get home and everything.
Yeah.
It'd be or I'd stream from 6 to 9 and then I'd head into work and I'd be fucking exhausted.
Mhm. No, and that's how it is with nights. Cause I would used to work till 6:30 a.m. and then I would just come home and sleep, and then by
That's
the
about
time I
what I
wake
did.
up, yeah, by the time I wake up, I'd have to go right back into work. So I couldn't really I couldn't game as much. I couldn't scrim. I
Mhm.
couldn't stream. I couldn't really do anything that I enjoy because this is all a hobby to me right now. Because obviously I don't get paid to do it.
No.
I'm just doing it. But yeah, I couldn't really do it that much whenever I was working nights. So now going to days, I'll have a lot more time to actually do that.
Yeah. It's rough working nights. I did it for 3 years and, well, I got fired, but that's because, well, Walmart's a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, nights suck.
Dude,
I do agree
it
with
was
that.
rough. My pay was good. That's the only thing I really couldn't complain about.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just I'd get home and I'd be so fucking exhausted and dead that I'm just I can't.
Yeah,
I
and then
tried it.
and then just trying to do that, and you come home and trying to sleep with the sun out and shit. It's
Or I
you
try
get
to
the
get a few games in after I get home, and I'd have one game where I'm somewhat all right, and then the rest I'm so burnt out. I'm I can't.
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah.
behind.
No, you'd come home and you can get those sun blocking curtains, those really thick ones, but it's
Mhm.
just it's daytime, and then it gets
Yeah.
hot in your room and shit because whatever, and then you're just I can't sleep, and
Oh
you're just screwed. Terrible.
yeah, it was rough. I gotta ask, where'd you get your gamer tag from? Because it is very simple. There is.
So actually, this is a funny story. I started really playing Halo competitively in Halo Reach. It was whenever MLG and shit died, because Halo Reach
Was the end
kind of
of
was
it.
kind of the fall off of it all.
There
to
was
an
a few
extent.
for H4, but it was
Yeah,
there
but
was it was the
that's
one big, and then the rest were very small.
yeah, but I started actually noticing that I can shoot my gun pretty well in Halo in Reach,
Same.
and I was just a nobody, and we go through Halo 4, so on and so forth, and then Halo 5 drops, and I thought I was hot shit. I thought I was good at the game. And then I start getting introduced into the comp community, the people who actually compete, the people who are actually good,
And you're getting thrashed.
and I'm getting fucking
Oh, yeah.
slammed. And
I thought the same thing.
actually, this is a cool little reference too, because I made friends with this one guy on H2A. His name was a Fading Taka. His name's Pat. I love Pat. He's kind of some of the reasons that I'm as good as I am. But I would 1v1 him a lot on Halo 5, and every time I would just chow him top mid. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna blame you, get blamed," or some shit like that. I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I just pissed on you," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." He pissed on me with his number. I'm like, "Oh, okay," and then I'm just looking through ideas and shit, and I'm like, let me try this. Let me try Blainzz, and it was available. I was like, "Yo, wait, this might stick," and obviously I had it prior, and I went through a few name changes in between, and then just always ended up coming back to Blainzz. So it just kind of stuck.
Mine is not as I would say interesting. I just changed mine because I wanted to, because Xbox's original one was a little stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Scalpular Hippo 7, and I was like, the fuck is this? And I kept it for like a year or two, and I was like, let me change it. And I was playing through one of the Hitman games at the time, and I was like, oh, he's got a barcode. This works. And I was like, what's a number? 55. I was like, fuck it, this works. And it's stuck, and then everything is just, it's barcode 55, or it's that reversed, and I'm just like, And now I can't get rid of it because everyone knows me as that now. I'm like, fuck.
My original gamer tag was actually face down with some numbers and shit. It was like F4C3D0WN.
It's not even awful.
No, it wasn't awful.
Like, that's not bad at all.
Like every time I loaded into a party or some shit, the only thing I heard, face down, ass up. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get rid of this shit. I gotta get rid of this fucking gamer tag.
Oh, dude.
So yeah, that was like when I got Xbox Live. That was my first gamer tag, and I kept that for like fucking.
Dude, I miss old
I kept
Xbox
that
Live.
until like early Halo 5. Whenever I ended up switching to Blainzz.
Dude, I miss old Xbox Live. Shit was so much better. I miss forced game chat. Dude.
I remember when solo duo, because like it wasn't forced game chat, because like we were on like Halo 5 and shit, and they because Halo 5 is like really where like my come up. I want to say come up, but I'm terrible. Like, you know, I don't really have any. Like, I'm good, but like I don't have any like I'm not pro. I'm not.
Oh, but you're known though. It's not like you're not known.
Yeah. But like I say come up because like that's why I like really started to grind it. But I remember when they dropped solo duo on that game, and like everybody was like, "Yo, game chat," and it was just hilarious,
God, dude.
Yeah,
because I remember forced game chat for like Reach and stuff, and I would the things I would hear. I'm like, if I was like, because my little brother hates it when everyone talks shit in games, and I'm like, dude, the things I would hear would get you shot in real life if they said it in front of you. I'm like, I heard some guy. Well, like I told Uzi and his twin, I was like, I told them, I was like, I heard some guy load up like his fucking Glock like over the mic, and he's like, and he read out some dude's address, and I'm like, oh, I'm out, chief. I'm like, I ain't doing this.
Later, guy.
I'm like, fuck that.
The amount of times I've had my shit read out to me is crazy, but it always makes me laugh. It always makes me laugh.
Yeah, I remember in like Advanced Warfare, some guy was like, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna DDoS you, and I was like, fucking do it, bro.
Yeah, no,
I was
because
like, no balls, fucking do it.
Dude, I've been DDoS so many times. I think I've been DDoS more in the last, like, well, not recently, but like the last like year and a half of Halo 5. I was DDoS more times than ever because that's when they had the Xbox Resolver website, and like you can literally just like if you were in a party with somebody who had like the software and
you're
shit,
gone.
They pulled, no, and they pulled your shit, like
booted.
Literally any single person. You're in the mainframe. Any single person can like search up your game. It was a free website. Anybody can get on it. You can get on the website, search up somebody's gamer tag, and boom, right there. IP, wherever their general.
I knew someone that would boot people.
It was fucked.
Yeah, I knew someone that would just boot people like all the time. Like they just join the party, he just fucking boot them, and then like load their like stuff like full of packets, and they're like, "Yep, your router's now bricked." I'm like, "Holy fuck!"
I hated that. I hate that shit, man. That shit's so dumb to me.
I hate fucking hackers and all that bullshit too.
Especially when I was younger, because like I wanted to play, but now it's just like, oh, what are you gonna do? Kick me offline? I'll just fucking go outside and go to the beach. My bad.
It's like I'll just go do something, whatever.
I'll just go fucking go to a bar or something. Shit.
Dude.
Do me the favor, please.
Yeah. What was your first in the franchise? Because mine was H2 when I was about 4 or 5. On the original Xbox.
Yeah, interesting story actually. My oldest brother, I have 2 brothers. They're both older than me, but my oldest, he brought home a Xbox 360 one day. And he had he had Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That was my first ever. That was my first.
Mine came with it, and I was like, oh, yeah, done.
That was my first ever online game. That was my first ever time picking up an Xbox controller. And then, like, maybe a day later, they went and they brought home Halo 3.
I remember getting H3 when it came out as a little kid.
We were just doing stupid little custom games. I remember a specific custom game. It was called Blue Box or some shit. And everybody was spawning into, like, a little fucking blue corridor. Super Fiesta, and you would just shoot each other. And, like, I was just like, all right, I kind of like this game. And it kicked off from there. lo and behold, like he ended up moving out, and we like kind of separated a little bit. So he took the Xbox with him, obviously, and I
Damn.
was really young, and like I had that taste of it. And I was like, I want to get another
I
one of
want
these,
to.
right?
Yep.
I want to get another one of these. So like I was just doing chores around the house, doing chores around the block of my street for everybody for money and shit, like $5 here, $20 here, whatever.
Yeah.
Ended up buying my own Xbox, came with Halo 3 ODST,
Oh well.
played that a little bit, and then Halo
Oh.
Reach dropped.
Reach was my first one where I really played
Reach,
online.
yeah, Reach is when I really started playing online as well. And obviously, everybody knows Halo Reach. It was phenomenal for custom games. Like honestly, in my
Oh yeah,
opinion,
for custom games.
one of the greatest Halos for fun custom.
I think for Forge and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
H3 and Reach were like peak for Forge. I do think
Yeah.
H5 had some pretty fun ones. And then
Yeah,
Infinite
no,
is
for sure.
that's game dev at this point. I can't figure that shit out to save my life.
So yeah,
God, man.
my first Halo game that I played was Halo 3, but
Fair enough.
between the time that I didn't have the Xbox, I would always go to my neighbor's house and we would play like Halo CE and Halo 2.
I was just
like,
playing CE the other day.
We were just well, we didn't really have Xbox Live, so we would
Yeah.
just like 1v1 each other like on split screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's really how it started. We would like play like the split screen co-op campaign and shit, and just dick around the entire time.
Yeah, I'm starting to back away from Infinite a little, because was it? They just showed off the new event, and everyone's like, "This might be the last one," and I was like, "Well, that's cool and all. I'm playing CE right now."
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
like,
think
I'm
it is
just-
though. I don't think it's gonna be the last
No.
one because like
Because there's more.
Uh,
Well, because there's still like that new HCS bundle that's supposed to come out. I think with that new sniper with like the skulls on it and like the team like kill effects and all that. So like
Yeah.
they'll probably release like there might be like 3 more operations, maybe 4
Yeah.
more.
No,
And
I
then
think they're gonna keep this live because like I mean through the grapevine, like just being in the grapevine. Apparently they're making
Yeah.
another Halo game. Nobody knows anything about it yet.
Oh,
but
is that
apparently it's in the
that
process.
CE remake or wherever the fuck it is?
No. Apparently, there's like a whole new Halo game being like in the works. This is I don't know how true it is. I'm just hearing
Yeah.
through the grapevine. Apparently, it's being in the works, and nobody knows a lot about it, but there's just something in the works. But
Well, yeah. 'Cause
I was actually surprised earlier today because I heard that another HCS season is on the horizon. And that
Well, I guess yeah. Tashi did say that he's like the numbers are good, but I'm also like, just because the numbers are good though, you also have to
Yeah.
have people want to play the game. And I saw the lowest point of how it was the other day with 800 people on
I don't know
Steam.
what time that was taken, and that's
I don't.
kind of
I saw
awesome
that and I
because-
was like 800 people. I get on Steam, but on Xbox there had to have been 15,000 or something.
I feel like there was a
'Cause I'm
lot
like,
more
that's a-
people. I feel like that was
there
just
had to
taken
have
at
been.
an off time. That had to been at like 3 in the morning or some shit.
Yeah, that had to have been because
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
there's
I
no
don't
way
know.
800 people on Steam are just like, that's it. But then you look at MCC and it's like, I think it was this morning I looked. It was like 4,000 or 5,000 people, and then Infinite had like 2K, and I was like, it's a little sad. But I guess to be fair, when it comes to the franchise,
Yeah.
most of us are older and
Yeah.
we grew up
no,
playing
for
those
sure.
games, so we play that. Like, I tried to get my little brother to play them, and he's like, Infinite sucks. And I'm like, you're not wrong.
But like that's
But
the thing though. Like
you could
I don't-
play it.
when the game dropped, it was okay for a game, and then like obviously there was
I
like
just
a
thought
like a
it dropped
point-
too early.
there was a
that
point
was
in the
my
middle
only thing.
there where they took their 3-month-long break. They weren't fixing anything. They weren't listening to the community, whatever.
I think
But
that's
the
when I
state of
stopped
the-
playing.
The state of the
little bit.
game right now, like
It's not
obviously.
bad.
Being a competitor, like everybody, like all the competitors complain, like, oh, blank shot, oh, connection, cool, whatever, because it's
But-
online. We want to win, but
as
I
a
don't think the
whole-
game's that terrible
no,
right now.
I do think in the franchise it has some of the best gameplay. It's just
Mhm.
I do think everything that is said 343 just kind of is on deaf ears, and they're just like, oh, whatever, fuck
Yeah.
you. Oh yeah, but
No.
here's this $30 thing in the shop, fucking buy it. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not buying this. And then the exchange never updates, and I'm like, I don't want half of this shit.
and the fact this is another thing that I don't like, right? Because we like I came from Halo 5, obviously. Halo 5, like you had
Supply drop packs.
no,
and
like
all-
it went down the list like of teams that you can have more than 2 teams in a custom game. You know what I mean? You can have they had the
And they
colors.
just
They had
now
the
out of
red, blue,
multi-team.
red, blue, cyan,
Yeah.
purple, magenta, whatever, cool. And now Halo Infinite is just now adding multi-team. Like you guys literally like you perfected
And it was
like
a
the theme.
Forge game mode. It wasn't even like
Like
they made it.
yeah, like
I was
you
like,
guys
oh my
perfected
god.
this in Halo 5. Why didn't you just drop the game with it? Like you knew how to do it. Obviously, you
Fuck.
did it.
It was
Why
perfected
aren't we
back
doing
in
it
like
now?
H2.
Like why? Like yeah.
Multi-team
like,
was
why,
on the original Xbox, and I'm like, you guys now, like, I think it's sad that the fucking Forge community at this point, like, Forge Falcons is making that, like, Helldivers game mode that comes out soon. They made that Zombies one, like, all the different Forge maps. Like, I think the new maps that are being added are all Forge? Like, the Sanctuary remake is all Forge, the Kali remake is all Forge. And it's, also, that's my fucking thing is, H5 is alright. I'm tired of all the H5 remakes. I don't want to play Rig. I'm sorry. It was okay. I don't want to play Kali. Like, Kali's good. It does okay.
not shine. Rig does not shine too well on Halo Infinite. I won't lie. The spawns are so weird.
It also just doesn't help. The map is so fucking bland. There's no color. There's no nothing. And they said when the map dropped, the person who made it was like, yeah, I'm adding color to the map. And I was like, cool. Where's the color? It's been months. And it's stupid how they have all these other game modes on it, but the only one that is played on it is Strongholds. Mm-hmm. And, like, Dark Matter even told me, he was like, why are we playing all these other modes when the only one I'm playing on when I go to events is fucking Strongholds? He goes, I don't want to play fucking Hill, and the Hill placements are ass anyway.
Yeah, no, but... Sorry, so I came to my room.
Oh, you're good.
But yeah, no, I haven't played Kali yet.
I haven't played it either. I'm waiting for that to come out.
How it's gonna play.
I'm sick of dual sniper maps. I swear 343 just gets off to fucking dual sniper maps. Like Sanctuary, I think is gonna have 2 snipers, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. I'm also just done playing Sanctuary though.
Just kind of makes sense though because it's been like throughout the thing.
But,
Kali has 1 sniper, 1 rocket. If they keep the same.
I don't think it's gonna have rocket though, because every single map that seems to have had it, it gets removed. So I don't think it's gonna keep it. They'll probably switch it with like thrust or QT or fucking something.
Maybe they might put a power up there because I know they did that in Halo 5 for the doubles playlist. They put Overshield up there.
Mm-hmm.
So they might do that.
It's just
We'll see how it plays. Like I said, I haven't played on it yet, and I mean, from the way it looked, it seemed like it played pretty well. I personally am sick of playing fucking Pit. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair enough. I'm not.
I just think it plays terrible for flag in this game. I really do.
And plus, there's already in the throwback playlist. There's already a better version of Pit. It looks like the OG Pit, and I think it plays better too. But we get one that looks like Taco Bell.
Yeah, don't diss Taco Bell. We love Taco Bell.
Oh no, I love Taco Bell. But now since they opened up a Del Taco like right down the street from me, it's shit's different.
Yo, I'm gonna step away like real quick for like 5 minutes. Can you give me a second?
Oh no, you're good.
I'd appreciate that.
You're good, bro. Let me swap out my mugs. Oh, let me swap my mugs, my drink. Fuck me. Oh, fuck. Well, I might get more. Actually, gotta go grab a beer. I'm gonna go grab a beer. Guess who's back? Hmm?
Yo, boss man.
What's up?
I got like 10 minutes. I had to step away and do some shit for family. It's kind of fucking tragic, but
Oh, you're good. Oh, like I said, we can always
it
reschedule.
came up last second. Yeah.
Ah,
If
you're
you
good, man.
can we reschedule?
Yeah,
Like,
that's fine.
I'm after 9. I'll be down to do it tomorrow if you want to do tomorrow.
What time? Because I do have plans during the day.
What time is good for you? Because I have the tournament tomorrow as well. So
Yeah. I don't care if we do it like late. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, we can do it later tonight too if you really wanted to.
That's fine. I'll probably be up.
All right. Well, I'll DM you. All right.
I got you.
I'm sorry about this. It just
Oh no, you're fine.
I was supposed to
Shit
do something
happens.
earlier today, and then I talked about it, and like plans changed, and then like it just suddenly changed again.
Nah, you're good. Shit happens.
Yeah, I'll DM you.
Oh, holy shit, we're back. Oh, it's only been like 3 days.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah, I think 2.5. 3
Life.
days. Life. Yeah.
Life.
Honestly, life.
This guy's got the beer, and I don't.
Damn. It's like you could have
Got
changed
water.
that. It's like you could have grabbed a beer.
I don't have any. I don't think.
Damn. Did you drink all of it?
Yeah, dude.
Man, this weekend was that rough? Fuck. It's about saying that. How did your matches go? Because I know the page tweeted out a few things, but
They weren't too good. We played against 2 really hard teams, and ended up getting knocked out by them at like top 32 or something.
not
Yeah, we
horrible.
lost.
It happens.
We got dropped to losers by King J's team, and then we got
What?
knocked out
Incognito?
by Glowzy.
I think that's their team.
Yeah, I think that's their team name.
Hey,
Something-
I
or
tried.
No,
Hey,
something like that.
I tried to get Jason to give me some to say what org he's going to choose for them, and he didn't. I was like, you fuck. I was like, come on, you can tell me. I was like, I won't leak it.
I want to see who Straight Rippin's picking up.
They haven't said that they're having a team yet.
Yeah, they said they were scouting for a team.
Yeah, but they also said that like before the first LAN.
It's true.
So, and I think they said that they're not going to do any of that stuff till like after the year.
We'll see what happens, because apparently, yeah, like I said, there is supposed to be like a season 4 of HCS or something.
We'll see.
Well,
I don't know. Tashi says that they have the numbers that do it.
which is kind of crazy though, because like, I mean, I guess their tournaments bring in numbers.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. It's just weird looking at it from like
When you look at
a
the player
competitor,
number.
like when you're not like when you're like a competitor and you like see it from the inside looking out, it's kind of just, I don't know.
Yeah. Until when you look at player numbers and everything, it's hard to help.
Very dismotivating sometimes.
Yeah. I could see that. It's rough.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't touched Infinite in 4 days? 5 days? It's been like almost a week. Playing like
yeah, I honestly have to touch it like once a day, honestly.
At
this point,
I've been playing MCC, I've been playing Darktide, played some Halo Wars the other day. I'm playing like everything else.
Waiting for that
Playing
first
some
Descendant
mods.
game to drop.
I've heard of it. I haven't. There's not
It
much.
looks interesting.
I'm waiting for the end
it
of.
looks new, if you will.
I'm waiting for the 30th because that's when Stormgate comes out. And I'm a big RTS fan.
Mhm.
And I haven't grinded an RTS in years, so it's gonna be like the first one in a long time that I'm gonna fucking play a lot of.
Like Halo Clutch 1 sponsorship. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a MiG Ultra sponsorship. Wink, wink.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, I hope that won't happen.
So what's on the agenda today?
Trying to think. The questions we got through was it your gamer tag? It's like your
Correct.
start. Yeah, I was thinking. It's been a few days. I'm trying to like fucking remember everything. Cause like it was a long weekend. I think we talked about all the issues with Infinite.
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, can't wait for the new update tomorrow. I'll spend my $5. Whatever.
I completely forgot that the update was the same. I'm not even gonna lie.
Whatever. I'll spend my $5 and get whatever the fuck it is. Whatever.
Hopefully it's something good.
It's supposed to be like that one from MCC. It's like that the Elite Spartan crossover stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. So yeah, like I know the new Commando model looks like the Carbine, and the new rocket launcher model looks like the plasma launcher.
Carbine.
Now you're asking too much. They won't add new weapons.
You're supposed to. Didn't they have like all these weapons in stock?
Yeah,
or
they
some
had
shit
that like.
Yeah,
they had like that brute shotgun that's like in the game files. The Falcon was like pretty much made. There was a bunch of stuff that they showed off. But yeah, I'm playing through a mod for Reach right now, and it adds like the Carbine, the Mauler, like suppressed snipers, and like it's like it makes the game 10 times better.
Because that's one thing I never really like messed with was like mods on MCC.
Dude, some of the mods are fantastic.
Yeah, I know, but knowing me, I'm gonna like get into some shit and my PC is just gonna like off itself.
No, most of them you can. You mostly stick to like the ones that you know people have played.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just play like the overhaul mods or like SPV3 for CE and stuff. Like the mods are really good. Honestly, they're better than what has come out when it comes to campaign wise. A lot of it, like they're like I think someone's making or a few people are trying to do Halo 3 Anniversary. There hasn't really been an update in I think a little bit, but they're like trying to port over the Marines from like H2A and like update like the engine a little and bring over stuff. It looks really good.
Yeah,
dude, it's.
I haven't really been following I haven't followed any of the mods. I think the last mods that I probably followed was like some Halo Wars shit.
I haven't. Yeah, there's a few Halo Wars mods. Like I know there's one for Halo Wars 1 where you could play as the Flood and a few others.
Hmm.
But I haven't really messed with any of the Halo Wars mods. I do have to say Halo Wars plays a lot better on PC than it does on Xbox.
I haven't tried it.
Dude, it is plays really well for
I can imagine,
PC.
yeah. You
I
can
was trying
probably
to
like handle more more stuff happening on the screen.
yeah, and I just think the controls play better. Like it plays good with a controller, but like with a mouse and keyboard, it's just it
Hmm.
plays like an actual RTS.
Got a glare. Got a mad glare. I'm gonna take them off for a
Mm.
minute. It's glaring as fuck. Nah, I'm putting them back on. Fuck this.
Oh, oh shit. I don't know if you said what was your first that you played in, like in the franchise. What was your first
My
one?
first game.
Yeah, your first Halo. Didn't you say it was
Uh,
H3?
Halo 3. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
Halo 3
campaign?
and then Halo 2.
Halo 2. Okay, thank you. I think for me it goes
Easy.
2. 2. I think C. Well,
Reach is pretty up there too.
yeah. I do think it's about the only thing that's great about Reach. I think the multiplayer is very meh. I always thought the Reach's multiplayer was
Yeah,
okay.
but Reach's bread and butter was just straight custom games, honestly.
That and then when they actually added the MLG playlist, because there was no Bloom and everything. 'Cause Bloom's
That was also
ass.
like the first time that we got Forge World, and Forge World was just fucking like
Yeah, because before that it
phenomenal
was...
for the time.
Yeah.
Still is phenomenal. We still don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
anything to that scale today.
Well,
you can
Forge.
kind of look
I
at
think
some of the
Forge
maps.
now is. I think Forge now
Yeah,
is.
but you can kind
But
of look at
that's
some of the
game
maps,
dev.
but then like you look at Forge World and then like it was actual like
Yeah, because
natural
now
shit
it's
versus
just a blank
flat.
canvas. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like a white room, and then you can
Yeah.
add skybox and everything.
Which I don't.
It's.
I mean, I guess you can like make your own stuff, but
Yeah.
I
Which.
don't know, it really doesn't. Nothing can ever top Forge World in my opinion. I'll be honest. I
Yeah,
remember when
it
Halo
was cool.
Forge World, they tried those Forge Island things, and I was like, yeah, what the fuck is
Was
this?
that? Yeah, was that H4 when they had Forge
Yeah.
Island? And yeah, it wasn't cool.
It was like the three islands and shit. And it was just like a flat archipelago or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what
Like on
was.
all three.
I always used to do Forge on what was the map? It was like it had the gap, and then one side was like the Forerunner building, and then the other side was like the
Oh,
mountains and stuff. And
I
then
don't remember the names.
I forget.
It's been so
I
long.
did
I
some-
haven't played Halo
yeah.
4 in so long.
Same. I don't touch it. Even on like MCC, I barely touch it. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Dude,
You could still get games on the 360 version.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm sure
wild.
people are finding games on shit like Call of Duty 4 still.
I think so. Yeah, there are people. Well, like there are people still finding games for Gears Ultimate, and that's 10 years old, I think. Oh God, that's. Well, it feels weird
Speaking
that
of
like
weed, new
MCC's
Gears
10
game
years old.
dropping.
Dude, that's like where I'm like, okay.
That kind of threw me through a loop. I thought they were done making Gears games. I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
they leaked for like there was stuff announced for like a month or two before that. They're like, oh yeah, they're gonna show off Gears plural game, and I'm like, multiple, and then they just showed off the one.
Mhm.
But they did say that the story for Gears 5 is gonna continue at some point. But they're like, we want to do a throwback prequel game.
Yeah, and
I
then,
would want like a before that, like the fucking like before that, or where they fight like the UIR and stuff. I think that'd be cool to have a game that's like that. But I think it'd be cool to have a game like that where it's kind of like Foxhole, where it's like a endless war, all player driven. I think that would make it cool. But
Yeah,
They
and
won't
also apparently in the news, I saw this on Twitter the other day. Apparently 343 hired a new lead game designer that was from Bungie.
oh yeah, he'll get fired next week, and then they'll say it was some bullshit.
Well, hopefully they just make the next Halo game better than what we've been getting.
Well, there was all those reports that they don't like to hire Bungie or employees.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole
Well,
fucking.
because there was apparently like someone that like they went to like an interview and then someone came out and they're like, yeah, no Bungie employees. Like they walked out and said, yeah, we're not hiring any Bungie employees. It's like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't
And then
know
there
how
was that whole
true
stuff
that
about
is,
Joe
that's the
Staten,
thing.
how they fired Joe Staten, but he's hopped. But like if you look at like
Yeah.
the stuff he worked on the last like 10 years, it's like he's hopped from game to game to help finish it. Like he did like some stuff
Mhm.
for Gears. He went on to like do something else. I think he's with Amazon now.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you're like in the video game scene like that, and like you're really good at what you do, like
People,
just-
yeah.
you can literally just uproot and move like the next day if you
I
really
just think
wanted
it's
to.
kind of
Like, it was
wild
in the
that you
cards.
would. I just think it's weird that you wouldn't want to keep the person that made arguably one of the best games ever made. Or, like wrote the story to one of the best games ever. I just think that's and wrote one of the best books that you
Yeah, I don't
could
know, but just
for.
having like a different lead game designer, hopefully, like I don't know, maybe it's a light at the end of the tunnel, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
it might be something good. Hopefully.
Or we get Infinite too.
I mean, dude, there's not much else you can do to really fuck up a game's launch like they did Infinite. So it would be amazing if they somehow find some way to
Sure, you
top
can
it.
release it 6 months early instead of 3 months early.
It would amaze me if they somehow top it, honestly. But then again, that's what we all thought for MCC too, so
Yeah, now MCC's fantastic. That's the
I
thing.
haven't-
It's like now.
I played Halo 3 the other day and that was the
Yeah, I
last
was
time
like, you
was
were on it
MCC.
the other day.
Yeah.
I was
It
like,
was an
it's
interesting. I was 1v1ing somebody because my brother was like shit talking him for me, and I was like, dude, I don't want to get on Halo 3. I haven't played that game in like 4 years.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got steamrolled because I haven't played Halo 3 in 4 years.
Dude, you should hop in some CE lobbies with me. It is a clusterfuck.
I used to actually play CE a lot. Me and my one
Dude,
buddy,
I love playing CE.
we played doubles a lot for CE.
Now you can't get ranked matches in any of them.
Yeah, and that
Or
pisses
if
me
you
off,
do,
too.
it's full of hackers.
I hate that shit.
Can't stand it because
I want to get on and I want to play rank. That's my
I
thing.
would love to do like I wish they had a 4v4 CE. And then they always rotate out H2 because apparently fuck that game, I guess. That's what they think.
Yeah, and I remember when they whenever they dropped Reach, Hardcore or whatever.
Yeah.
It was popping for like the first season that it was out or some shit, and then just died.
Yeah, they just kind
Now,
of
like I literally have Discord servers where like people are pinging like, "Yo, get a 4 stack, search ranked." Just so
And then
it's pretty much just at that point it's just eights. You're just gonna match each other over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah. It's
But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the whole ranked shit over on MCC.
it's dead. Everyone just plays casual. Which is
That's kind of depressing.
it's whatever. It pretty much the way casual plays at this point, that's all everyone treats it as is ranked.
Mhm.
You just
Yeah.
work to level up shit. That's all it is.
Yeah, and like I don't know. I've been into like I've been into some pretty heated arguments on Twitter about my standpoint that I think
I'm glad that I
personally
don't say
think-
certain things because I would get fucking
Yeah, no, like
whipped
I
into-
would say something about like Halo 5 and like people would
Oh,
just jump on me and I'm like,
if
oh my
I
God.
said certain things about H5, I'm pretty sure I'd get canceled on Twitter. I'd just tweet out H5 is mid, and that would be it. And
I literally live for Twitter beef sometimes.
oh, same.
Kind of hilarious.
Some people
There's a
take shit too
screenshot. Eli the
serious.
Ninja took like a screenshot of my profile and circled my age on it. And it was like, you weren't alive in the golden years or some shit like that. I was like, yeah, what?
You should have pressed him at Mike in Orlando. You should have been like, so
No.
I wasn't alive for Golden Age. You should have. I would have laughed my ass off.
Yeah, but nobody would have understood the the context, and then everybody would have thought I was just being an asshole. That's what I want to avoid. And I'm really excited to go to Atlanta though.
I'm hoping I could go. I'm hoping.
I'm locked in at this point. I
Oh
can't
boy,
back out.
I know you're locked in. I
I'm
just want to
locked.
know
I got my
who
flight
else
and
I can
everything.
get to go, and so I'm not trying to pay everything for an Airbnb. I'm trying to split it.
What was that guy's name? That we
Uh,
were hanging out with in Orlando. Spirit something.
oh, like Jacob? Yeah, he said he was possibly gonna go.
Yeah, he posted something. I told him I would retweet it because he asked me if I knew anybody that was an FA that was gone, but
Yeah,
I
he's.
didn't.
I told him I was
But
down to go, and
yeah,
he goes, "I could swing."
I thought you knew him, so I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
I
I
was
mean, he's
like,
going. I'm
yeah,
pretty
cause
sure.
yeah, he said he was gonna go if more people were gonna go. And I was
Mm.
like, I'm down
Well, I think a lot of
because
people are going. That's the thing.
yeah, like I know Silver Fox is going,
Mm.
but he's also flying because he lives in Colorado. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I live in Florida, so I gotta fly too.
Same. Oh, I'm driving. I'd be
Oh,
driving.
fuck that.
It's only 6
Fuck
hours.
that.
Well, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Being in a car
Okay,
that
well, I'm
long.
sorry. Jacob would be driving.
Don't get me wrong.
He'd be driving. I would.
I very dislike being in a plane for long periods,
Oh,
but I would rather be in
I
a
don't care.
plane versus being in the car for 6, 7,
Yeah.
8 hours.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I wouldn't be driving. He would be driving. He goes, yeah, I'd swing by and pick you up. He goes, I have to head that way anyway to go up the state. I was like, oh well, don't
But
get
where
to
does he
drive.
live?
I think he lives like by Tampa. He lives more south and west of the state, like Sarasota and stuff.
I live kind of around there too.
I was just over that way Saturday. Hate traffic in Orlando. It's fucking awful. Just to get through it.
Orlando, oh my
Dude,
god.
on the
Orlando
way,
was
dude.
actually super fun though. I loved it.
Oh, dude, it
I
was a
didn't think, dude,
blast. I
for it
know.
being an LVT event, like a grassroots event, I didn't think I would get into so much shit that I did get into, honestly.
Well, I
'Cause,
did
like,
tell
after the
you
event
playing
was
pool.
over,
Yeah. Well, I did tell you playing pool play 6 beers deep is wild as fuck. I did tell you that. I was like, that's fucking wild, Nick.
yeah,
I was like, Jesus.
I was there for the fun
Oh
times.
yeah. I was like,
I was having
shit
fun.
was fun.
I was drinking during the free for all bracket too.
Oh my god. I wish I was able to go the first day, but I had to work. I would have gotten there and it'd been like almost
Yeah.
over.
See, the first day was kind of like I felt like it took a very long time
There,
for them to
yeah.
like get anything
I know
going.
some. I know. What was it? I know some people were like made their opinion of the event. I know some people said that they had like issues with the hotel and stuff, and I was like, eh. I heard
Yeah, but you
that.
can't really
But
like blame the hotel or blame like LVT for the hotel's
well, no.
shit.
I also think the people that owned the land center, it was kind of out of their hands too. Like they just because the hotel said that they do it, and they're like, okay. So it's
Yeah.
kind of out of their hands too. So it's like,
Yeah.
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 And like the
The
place was
people
a
that
little.
actually own that land
Oh,
center,
they're
I
chill.
talked to them quite a bit. They were actually
Yeah, they're
really
cool. Yeah,
And
I was like, I follow them on Instagram and stuff. They're cool.
dude, do you know they were selling those beers for $3 a can
Mm-hmm.
specifically for that event?
I think my Red Bull was dirt cheap as well.
After that event, the
I
beers
was
were
like,
going to go back to $5 a can.
oh,
I
hey.
abused
Oh, I
that
know
system.
you did. Oh, I know.
Abused that fucking system.
Bro,
You just gotta understand, man. Because then we went to the Buffalo Waterings right down the road, and I spent like $9 on a single Corona. I'm like, you gotta be fucking with me.
was that
Why
where
am I
you
gonna
got
spend?
absolutely trashed with Gunny in them?
No,
Or where did you
that
guys
was.
go after that? Because you told me that you're like, I got absolutely fucked off.
This is a funny story, actually.
Oh god.
So we were all gonna go to a bar, right? And then we ended up showing up to this bar, and like we didn't know what the plans were. So me, Amanda, and that whole entourage of groups, we stopped at a liquor store. So we all bought beer, because we didn't know what we were doing. So then we took the beer, we went back to her room, sat down, cracked one or two open. We did have a designated driver, by the way. We did have one that was not drinking. I do need to say that right now.
Who was the one that didn't drink? Who was the one
That was
missed it?
Esper. That was Esper. But he had to leave early the next morning, so he was fine. He doesn't like drinking, I think. He was fine with it.
Fair enough.
But
oh, if I didn't have to work the next day, I would have gotten absolutely trashed with
yeah,
you guys.
no. But we go back to her room, right? And we're just vibing, like calling people, seeing what's up, and we're like, we get this call, and we're like, they're like, it wasn't Gunny, but it was Invincible. He's like, yo, pull up. We're at this bar. And I'm like,
okay.
all right, yeah, you guys want to go? So then we pull up to this bar, right? And like we take all these beers with us and shit, put them in the trunk, right? And my dumb ass, right? As I get out of the car, I'm like finishing a beer and shit, and I throw it away, and then I grab another one out of the back seat, and I put it in my pocket,
Jesus.
right?
Oh my
And then I grab
god.
another one and I crack that one open, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm about to walk into this bar, right? And I'm like, wait, I gotta use the restroom real quick.
Oh my
So there's a
god.
smoke shop right next to us. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, right? Cool, come back out, still beer in my hand, and everything. And then I try to walk in the bar, and the dude's like, no, you can't come in.
Finish
I'm like,
that.
why? I'm like, why? What do you mean? He's like, you're out here public drinking and stuff. It's like, dude, I'm not like public drinking. You got people that are like 2 feet away from me that like are at your bar that are drinking right next to me. He's like, yeah, but you're trying to sneak beer in. I'm like, what do you mean I'm trying to sneak beer in? Like, if I really wanted to sneak beer in, I could have snuck a beer in.
Uh,
So we didn't get into that bar. So then we went to another bar across the street, which was way more fun than the first bar. They had like a DJ and everything, and like everything was just, it was a vibe. And then from there, like just time flew, and fucking 6 o'clock in the morning came around,
oh
and I
my
was like,
god.
holy shit, it's turning daytime.
Jesus.
Dude, Sundays are crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't get home until late. 6 a.m. I had to fucking work. I had to be up at 4. You would have been. Oh my god.
I went to bed around like 7 a.m. and then I had to be out of the hotel by like 11 a.m.
Jesus. Oh
So
my
like
god.
I woke up at like 11:05 and I started rushing to get out. And like I was getting picked up and I like just left my bag and shit. Like I like went outside and just dropped my bag and just like took a nap on the curb for a minute.
Uh.
It's like, dude, I was fucked up. It was crazy. It was so bad, but it was hilarious.
I know Saturday. For Saturday, I think it was Jacob and them. I told them I was like, I would get absolutely trashed with you guys if I didn't have to drive back, because my friend was with me and he was like, yeah, man, I gotta go home. I was like, I got you. But I was like, if I didn't have to, I would have gotten absolutely fucked up with them.
I just like the party, bro. That's all it is. All it is. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings twice that weekend, and I bought 2 beers each time.
Dude, the last time I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, I spent $50. And I was like, my wallet was emptied. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. Because I went on like fight night.
It's not even worth the price anymore.
No, I went on
like I can get better wings at like Wingstop.
Yeah.
And they're cheaper.
I'd just rather go to the store and buy beer at that point.
Yeah, but it's not all about just beer. It's about the food too.
Yeah, but the food at Buffalo Wild Wings isn't even great. It's like okay.
Yeah, I know, but if you're gonna drink at a place, you might as well get food while you're doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, we had like we went there Sunday before we went to the bar to get liquor, or went to the liquor store to get beer. We went there with like the whole Scion roster.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that picture. You guys all
5
were
other
fucking
people. It was like there was mad people at the table.
Yeah.
Like, we were like
I saw your table. It was like fucking
deep.
connected. Oh yeah.
Like holy shit, there was like 3 tables lined up.
Oh fuck. Did you hear that?
Like those?
I don't know what the fuck that was. Jesus.
Sound like your like desk just moved or some shit, brother.
Some outside just fucking about blew up. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck that was. Fuck.
No, but it's gonna be super fun going to Atlanta because, like, obviously with it being an official HCS land, there's a lot more people going to it. There's a lot more hype involved in it.
Yeah.
And like I know a lot more people that are going to this one.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can go.
Like instead of just like the 3 people that I went to Orlando with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with like 9 people or some shit.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can go, cause dude, it'd be my first major, which is stupid because I could have went to Orlando. It's an hour.
Orlando was an interesting one for me.
I heard it was something else.
Yeah, no, that was another event that
I heard it was a mess.
I think that was Charlotte. No, what the fuck is that one? Kansas City was the first event to lock the alcohol sales behind a VIP pass. And then in Orlando they did it too.
That's fucking.
But I don't know why they do it. They do it some events where they lock the out because like in the majors they'll have like a
bar, yeah.
They'll have like a bar, like it's like one of those like little rolly bars and shit, but they'll have somebody there serving and stuff. But like they'll do it in specific events. Like they'll have one event that like they lock alcohol behind a VIP, like the VIP area, so you need a VIP pass to get in and buy alcohol.
That's dumb.
And then the next event they won't lock it. Like Arlington, they were fucking. it was a line from the front of the bar all the way to like the back of the fucking
Jesus.
back of the venue. Like, I don't know. I don't know why they do it, but
Yeah.
they do it.
I heard Arlington, the first go around, was a fucking clusterfuck. For what I heard, it wasn't a great event.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good either because it was
Well, I heard
super,
that they
like,
ran out of food multiple times. There was just a bunch
I
of
didn't
fucking issues. I heard
I
that.
didn't even buy any food there, dude.
I
That shit was
heard it
so
was
expensive.
I heard it was a fucking mess.
It was like
And then
$20 for a burger.
and then they fucking had like half the venue closed for something else while they had one side for
Well, they
the
didn't have it
actual.
closed. They just had like a big ass curtain separating main stage and main stage seating to open bracket.
That, yeah, which I think is
It
dumb.
just like it just felt super compact because there was this big ass curtain separating, and just it felt like everybody was just like on top of each other. And then
Yeah.
I couldn't go back and forth between stations watching certain open bracket games because like there was like this
Yeah, I heard it
one
was
like
cluttered as fuck.
well,
Open
no, they were
bracket.
just like they didn't want people walking through a certain aisle, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you got to stand outside the ropes. I'm like, well, how do you want me to watch the game then if you want me standing all the way over there? I ignored that rule, dude. I couldn't. I wanted to watch
I would have
Halo.
too. I would have been like, fuck
I
you.
wanted to watch Halo, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that was my first event where like I knew the refs had no fucking clue what they were talking about because we were about to get into a game and this ref dead ass looked at me in the eyes and was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Gravity Hammer is GA'd. Don't pick up Gravity Hammer." And I'm like, "Where? On what map?"
I was just about on what map does it spawn?
Like I don't like that. He looked at me and said that shit. And I was so confused. I was like, "What?"
I've
Like, okay.
been like, are you trying to mean it like a certain power up or like Bulldogs G8 or?
Nope. The Gravity Hammer.
I would not be surprised for Atlanta the Bulldogs G8.
No, I don't
A
think they would
lot
ever
of
be a
people.
Bulldog.
I don't know. A lot of pros fucking hate it.
I mean, yeah, it's a
A
terrible
lot.
gun.
It's fucking awful. Dude, going and playing like older Halos, the shotgun's so much better in them. It's like fucking. I don't know
thought we
why.
were supposed to end up getting like an actual regular shotgun.
Like
at
pump
some point.
shotgun. Well, you would think,
Yeah.
but they just think
Yeah.
the Bulldog is. I'm just tired of precision weapons all feeling the same. Like the Stalker is just very, Bulldog's
I'm
very
just tired
meh.
of like having a game be so focused and revolving around connection based. Like, there's some people that'll like two pump with the Bulldog and it'll kill, and then like
Well,
it's
yeah.
like 1 in like 10 people because they're just on crazy internet or
Yeah.
something. Like
Or
every
some
other
people
time,
will
it's just,
only one pump in like melee every time because they don't want to fucking risk it not registering or everything. Yeah, it's
yeah, no, I mean just
dude.
like the Bulldog is able to two pump, which is crazy, but because it
Mhm.
happens so little, literally so
Yeah.
little, and you can
Oh
be
yeah.
up in their fucking
It's
face and
awful.
everything, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, ping is just a mess in it. Like I'll go from like 50, and if it goes up to like 70, I can feel it not register the same. It's so fucking awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that connection update
Then
was just so great.
The network one,
What's up?
the network update.
Oh yeah, my 4 games that it felt great.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why it feels good and then just deteriorates.
Dude,
I don't know
I
what
had-
they're doing over there.
I don't know. It hasn't felt the same since like my first like 4 or 5 games I had on it. Like the update came out and it felt like it felt like I was playing on like 0 ping. And then it just went to shit and I was like, this is fucking
That's the
mess.
the bubblegum and spitball servers being held together.
And then I play indie games that have better servers. Like Splitgate had better servers and it was what, a dev team of like 15
Splitgate
dudes.
actually had like a pretty good run there for a minute. And Splitgate was
did.
actually really fun. I really did enjoy Splitgate
Oh, I
when I
loved
played it.
My only issue with people is that everyone was like, "Oh, it's this new game." I'm like, "This game's been out for like 2 years already. Why are you guys saying this game's new?"
Because it kind of blew up with
It
competitive
did.
play at some
But
point.
it was
there.
just like everyone was acting like the game had just come out like that year. I'm like, "This game's been out for like a few years now." I was like, "I played this game years ago."
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's that new game coming out actually that I want to try. What's it? Frag Punk or some shit?
Oh, is that the game that they showed off on the Xbox Direct? It's that new hero shooter. It looks interesting.
Yeah, because Shroud has a clip of it on his Twitter, and the shit looked really fucking cool.
Is that the game that all the streamers are playing right now because they got keys for it?
Yes.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, I've seen some gameplay, but it
But
looks
it looks
alright.
really fun. It looks really fun. Like it
Yeah.
looks like
I'm low key kind of excited for Black Ops 6 though.
it looks like kind of like Rainbow Six Siege a little bit. You know what I mean?
I have a very love-hate relationship with Siege.
I agree.
I like old Siege. New Siege, I think, is.
I
It's not
stopped
great.
playing a few
Same.
seasons ago because just
I stopped
every
playing
time I played the
years
game,
ago.
like every time they updated the game, there was always some like game-breaking glitch, like some invisible glitch or
Yeah.
something.
Well, like I remember when Blackbeard's shield was fucking indestructible. Oh, I'm sorry. It had a health. It was just so absorbently high that you couldn't fucking break it.
And then whenever they would always like bring out new operators, and then just
And it
like
would
the
just be
next
most
update they would
busted, or they'd
and
nerf
then the
them to
next
hell.
update they just take them out because like there's some game-breaking glitch or something.
Mm-hmm. It's a very. That's always the Ubisoft way, though.
And then also I played it on Xbox because I didn't have a PC then too. So
I
it's
did
like
play
I
it
was
on
also
Xbox.
was like just going up against everybody who had like Zims and Cronuses and shit all the time. So I was just getting slammed.
Yeah, I do think crossplay though is it's made things better. But I know for Halo, a lot of the debate is should they get rid of one of the permanent ranked modes to make sure to have queue times be lower, like get rid of ranked doubles or Slayer.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
I don't know.
see it's hard to say though because like the game can sustain the ranked playlist like that. They just I don't know. They just don't do
It's
anything for the community.
yeah.
That's the shitty
I don't know why
part.
they don't do like double XP. They just don't like they have like the tokens and stuff, but it's like why not just have like an actual like double XP to where each match instead of you get 500 normal XP, you automatically get 1,000. I think that would be fine.
Yeah,
I
and that's
want to
another
get
thing too. Is
because I want to get max
every
rank.
every time an issue comes up with Halo, dude, everybody right away straight to fucking Tashi, right? It's like Tashi doesn't even like he's not even in charge of half the stuff that like the shit's breaking in.
No,
Tashi's main thing to do is literally like esports, like
I
figure
think
out
it's
where we're going type
I
of
think
shit.
it's more of the fact that there is no actual like official community channel to go to. So they go to the people that they know, like Unishek. They go to Tashi. I just think Tashi sometimes is a little something else.
Yeah.
He'll say one thing and then they'll just be like, whatever.
Where
Yeah.
the fuck do we even see like
Because I know for
global players on Steam?
my Steam's pulled up. Let me actually. Oh, look!
I'm
They're gonna see my my Steam. There is
Ooh.
right now. Ooh, I know. There is just over 3,000 people on Infinite.
I didn't even see that shit.
You go
I
to the
wanna see that
community
shit.
tab on Steam.
Oh,
There's just over
interesting.
3K. Now, if I was to check MCC, hold on, let me check MCC. If it would load. There's almost 5K. They're just shy of 5K. They're like 6 players.
Is 5K even considered a lot in the world of gaming?
For a 10-year-old game that hasn't gotten an update in over a year, I'd say so. That only is supported by mods.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, Star Wars Empire War gets about 4,000 people, and it's a 17-year-old RTS. And StarCraft 2 still has a pretty decent player base for being a 14-year-old RTS.
All right. Well, you proved me wrong.
I was like, I just know those numbers
I
because
mean,
I
like, dude,
follow
I don't know. Like,
them.
see, people keep posting these screenshots, and it like
Where it's like
fucking-
800 people.
Yeah, and it,
That
like,
has to
kills
be at
the
like
morale.
that has to be
it's
at like
either, it's super
4
early, it
a.m. That has to
be
be like at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m.
either
when, like,
super early or super late. Like,
It
don't get me wrong. I'm not
has to
saying
be.
Infinite's like crazy popular,
but like
but like it's at least getting like a consistent
800 people
3,000.
is like there's no way 800 people are only playing. Like that's just Steam numbers. I bet you with Xbox it's still like I think they said like with Xbox and everything it's still around like 15K a day or something. They said
It's actually a lot.
Yeah, it's still
Really
pretty
think about it.
decent. And of course, everyone's like, "Oh, well, it's not like CS numbers." Well, sorry, CS pulls in nearly 1 million players a day. What the fuck are we supposed to do about that?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
It's a 25-year-old franchise.
That is kind of crazy to me though.
Oh yeah, it's still
Especially
fucking wild to see those numbers.
I mean, especially like Valorant right now. Valorant's fucking popping off too.
Yeah, that's why I was like, do I get
And like
back
that's the
into
thing.
it?
They're like, what do these games have that like are popping off that like Halo doesn't?
Consistent updates and an actual funded pro scene.
Fair. It is fair.
Yeah, because there's like it's like the Challengers League for Valorant, where it's like the women's league that actually gets views, and they're like pretty fucking good at the game. I'm like, dude, like they're like fucking disgusting at it. Like some of them, I'm like, oh yeah, they're easily gonna get picked up by like tier 1 teams, and no one's gonna bat an eye. And then Halo, they're like I support the women's team for Halo, but it's like, unless nobody retweets or nothing, it's like non-existent, and it's kind of sad. It's like fucking depressing.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish, like, I don't know.
Dude,
Maybe one day Halo will have its game, have its scene come back.
Yeah, because I miss like the 1 million+ players a day, or like the fucking 4 million players we'd be playing at once.
I
It's
mean,
that
shit,
and
dude.
COD.
I'm not even worried about millions, dude. Like, just even getting like 100,000
I'd be fine with
would be
10K a day.
crazy change.
Dude, I'd be fine with 10K.
You know what I mean? Like
Just on
100,000.
Steam.
Because I mean, like, what's the peak right now? Is like 256,000. Like all-time
in
peak.
total for Steam? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
So
is
like plus Xbox members, it's probably maybe around 1 million. Maybe. Maybe 500K.
That's what I was more thinking. Probably around 500K. I don't know, because Infinite did have everyone was very hyped for it when it first dropped. And it did get kind of a little bounce back when Summit streamed it for a little bit.
That's another thing. Taking out 4 stacking
That,
after
dude,
1600. That kind of killed it a lot too.
Their tweet pissed me off with that. They're like, we're removing it, and it's only a 600 CSR swing for everybody, but we still want you to play with your friends. I'm like, which one is it? You want it to be more balanced, and you want us to play with our friends. Pick one.
Yeah, I don't. That single update alone probably killed a lot of its population.
Well, yeah. Even though a lot of people were like, "Oh, my Onyx lobbies are filled with fucking APG and his friends 4 stacking." It's like, oh my god.
fucking...
I'd rather, dude, because my friends were lower ranked, and when I played with them, it was fun because I would just fucking, I'd play the game like dumbass and just fucking run at people. And I finished games with like 50 kills and like 30 stronghold captures.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, turn brain off and just shoot shit. It was fun. Yeah. That's what made it fun. But then my friends were just like, I'm not really going to play. So I just don't really have people to play Infinite with.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Like, I'm not really out there because, like, obviously I'm competing still. And, like, I play with, like, a lot of these guys in AIDS and, like, scrims and stuff. But, like, it's still kind of lame that you, like, 343 and Halo had such a good thing. Like, Summit was...
Someone was streaming it for a while. Yeah, he was playing like Wutum and stuff, and people were watching it and stuff. It was awesome. Yeah.
And like all of a sudden,
fun.
oh yeah, can't 4-stack anymore, guys. Can't really play because now I'm past 1600. Can't 4-stack. And then it just kind of got rid of a lot of the fun that he was having there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I remember he tried to get Shroud to play, and Shroud's like, "Oh, I don't like this." It's like, dude, fine, then go back to CS.
Shroud's a hard guy to
please
though.
Oh yeah.
Especially when it's like mouse and keyboard games and stuff.
Which is funny because like he had a clip where he got like it was like a fucking kill tack or something, and he's like fucking like blank faced the whole time. I'm like, he just shit on everybody.
Yeah, no, Shroud's crazy.
I was like, dude,
he's literally got some of like the greatest what? Huh? Terrible. No, it's not that bad. Go away. But
Oh shit.
you know, I sit here and I watch Shroud play mouse and keyboard. I'm like, dude, like
He's cracked at every fucking
he's
game he
never
plays.
I don't think he's ever picked up a controller.
And then there's guys like Imperial How who is like win majors with controller and mouse and keyboard, just because he was like, "Fuck it, I'll do it too." Yeah, I do like that more people on Infinite are playing with mouse and keyboard. I'm just so brain dead when it comes to Infinite. I can't.
I've been playing Halo so long with controller. I can't
Same.
switch.
I just can't. I tried it for a few games and said nope. I could maybe do MCC, but like fuck Infinite. I just can't. Which is what, like, some of the players that can do both, props to them, because, my God.
Yeah, like
I'm
games
like a
Valorant,
boomer.
and I mean, Valorant just came out on console, too, so
I
don't even know how...
Well, I know normally you can plug in a controller and play Valorant with it.
Yeah, but you'd just be putting yourself at such a big disadvantage at that point.
There was that one guy who used, what was it, the Judge, and just got to, like, he was, like, top 100 or something in the world just using a controller and like one gun, and then they fucking nerfed him. It was kind of impressive.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. Valorant's just one of those games that like.
I gotta ask, do I give it another chance? Because I only played 2 games of Valorant when it first came out.
I definitely would. I mean, the game's definitely like if you like want to buy cosmetics and shit, it's kind of pricey.
I'll stick to my CS skins.
You don't need
Halo.
Cosmetics. To really
no, to me, I don't think people play because there's not a whole lot of skins in general in Valorant. It's not like CS where I'm like, ooh, I'll open up 10 cases today because I hate myself.
Yeah, no, because you gotta like wait for in the store to buy them and shit.
Yeah, and they're like $100 plus for a bundle, but I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, I never buy bundles. I just buy separate skins.
Riot is ridiculous when it comes to prices.
My last knife I bought was like $45 just for a knife.
I looked on the market in CS for knives. The cheapest knife is still $800. I said, fuck that.
CS hurts my brain with its skins, though.
Dude,
so people are
there was one that sold for like $1 million.
Skins.
There was one that sold for like 1.2 mil. I'm like,
people are over
like, what am I doing
all this
wrong?
money on these skins and stuff. I'm like, I don't even think these skins look that good.
Some of them look great, and then some it's like, this is what sold for 200K?
Yeah, but then again, I'm also very ignorant when it comes to CS. I've only played it maybe like a handful of times.
Dude, every time I see skins sell for like 200K, I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Shit, man, if I had 200K to just throw out like that, I'd be a happy man.
Dude, if I could fucking trade skins for fucking 200K, I would easily. Oh my God.
What a notification.
I wish for Halo you could trade skins, or I wish you could buy skins individually, but I hate that some of them are tied to bundles still, or they're vaulted. Just unvault everything. Fucking do it. Like, I get the...
I hate the vault.
I get like the partner...
Shit?
I get like the like the E-United skins and like the teams that aren't there anymore, but it's like, okay, but like a random like
dude, there's
Bleach
vaulted
Bone
skins
tied to... I'm like, dude, I just want a skin.
vaulted skins that haven't even like dropped in the store.
What they're doing is they're waiting to put them in the exchange.
Cherry blossom shit or whatever.
And
like,
it looks fucking awesome.
Dude, I would have repped the shit out of that. But it never dropped.
Yeah, there's some there. It's like, it's been vaulted since like season 1. And I'm like, why is it still vaulted? Just fucking unvault it.
I've never seen it in season 1. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure I bought every single cosmetic that came to the store in season 1.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money when the game first came out.
So like, if there's like something I don't have from season 1, then it just never came to the store.
I know I couldn't justify buying that that Brute themed bundle that was in the shop for like 30-something bucks.
Yeah,
I couldn't justify that one, and everybody uses the BR model. I'm like the model for the Bandit, and I'm like, I can't justify spending $30 on a model.
Nope.
I'm like,
that shit's not even that. Well,
some of the new stuff, like I did buy that Commando model, the one that has like the pipes and shit.
I bought the Mando model.
The Mando model looks sick. The new one looks cool too. I might get that.
I bought that Brute one that you were just talking about.
You spent that?
Yeah.
You bought?
Oh yeah, I did. But then there's one with there's a Hydra skin now, and then there was a BR skin for a little bit that I
Oh, is it the
I
one
don't
that
care
made
enough
like
for it.
the
Like the
BR
short
look?
barrel fucking BR.
Yeah, and it's got like the fucking like blade on it and everything.
Yeah, I just
It
can't.
looks cool. I picked it up like in a match. It's cool. It's very bulky. I'm like, it takes up a lot of your screen. I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
But like, I don't think I'll ever turn down a bandit skin. I'll be honest. Like if they keep it, like if they
Fair
release another
enough.
bandit skin and it's worth, like if I really like it,
Yeah, I
I'll probably buy it.
like the weapon models. I just wish they added camos and stuff for the
I wish
other
they added
weapons.
3D camos.
Every single, a lot of people keep asking Tashi to like, when are we getting like HCS themed, even just HCS themed 3D ones, like how Gears had them for like Optic and all of the teams, and like,
Yeah.
and they're
Or
like,
like how COD always
maybe,
has like their dark matter and shit.
yeah, and of course the answer is always maybe, or it's
Like,
in
dude,
the pipeline at some point. It's like,
do
dude,
you
it's been in the
know how
pipeline
much
3 years.
money they could get with that?
They would empty my wallet.
Exactly.
I would fucking buy.
Exactly.
Well,
I can walk around with like fucking like water droplets, fucking
dropping off my
fucking,
gun and shit. That'd be fucking awesome,
like, dude, like, come on.
dude.
And it's just, I don't know, dude. I don't know. They need to do it. Oh my God, Gunflexion streaming Halo Infinite.
Yeah, he did say he took a week break.
Yeah, he had a wedding or something, I think.
That was a few weekends ago, I thought.
That was like last weekend.
Was it? Oh,
Or something like that.
what's great is I DM'd him and I was like, "Hey, yo, you want to be on the pod at some point?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure." And knowing him, I'm like, "Oh, he's." I was like, "It's gonna be at some point," but he's always like somewhere. He's always just out there.
Yeah.
When he says,
don't get me
when he
wrong,
says,
it
"I'll
was,
do it," it'll be 6 months from now.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it was
like,
kind of like hard getting the timing just to do this because like I'm just getting on day shift and today was my first day of a day shift.
oh,
So like
yeah.
I'm redoing my entire schedule and shit.
Well, that's
It's
that's
brutal.
why I always tell people, I'm like, if you can't do something, I'm like, it is what it is. I'm like, I'm not gonna like, no, you have to. That's why I was like, hey, when you can, you can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What questions we got? We got any more questions?
It's a good. Now that's a good question. Fuck. One weapon you want infinite. Would be one.
I want the beam rifle.
Like the H2 beam rifle, or the
Yeah.
H3. Okay, that would.
Or like the carbine, or like honestly, dare I say it, but maybe like the what the fuck was that one gun in fuck.
It's my favorite
Trying
game.
to think of the
Fuck.
The Halo 4 Promethean sniper that was one shot, then in Halo 5 they made it not one shot.
Oh fuck! Why am I blanking on the name? But yeah, it was good. H5, it was dog shit.
I think they should like do a spin-off on some shit like that.
I want the.
Or like shit, I mean maybe even the light rifle.
I don't know, because they just make it feel like all the other precision weapons, like how they did in H5.
Yeah.
It just make it one-dimensional. I wouldn't mind like the brute shot.
Getting off track with that, like off like classic guns. I wouldn't mind seeing the Saw make a return either.
Dude, the Saw was fucking awesome. Saw was, dude.
I don't know. There's so much that they can do though with the game, and they just aren't doing it. I don't know why.
Like yeah, the binary rifle, but it was okay. Binary rifle.
Binary rifle, that's the fucking shit.
Storm rifle was ass. It's an older weapon. I wouldn't mind the I wouldn't mind the SMG.
They had like this like you know how like Halo 5 they had like different variants.
Yeah, the rec weapons. I thought that was I thought that was cool. I wish they brought back Warzone, but they made it more large scale.
I wish they would give us like an actual like DMR. You know what I mean? Like an actual scoped DMR.
Oh, like how they have it in like 5 and 4 and Reach.
Reach, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick.
It would be, but they fucking won't give us new things.
Maybe one day. Maybe in the next game. Maybe they're saving all their good shit for the next game.
But why?
Because they realize that Infinite's probably a sinking ship that they can't save.
It was a sinking ship 3 years ago, and they could have saved it.
Yeah, they thought
Yeah.
they were. They
Yeah,
just
I
weren't
remember
plugging
when
all
they
the
hyped
holes.
it up as this 10-year cycle.
Yeah, that 10-year cycle went out the window in year 2.
It went out the window damn near year 1.
Yeah, that shit got
Dude,
dropped real quick.
yeah, I was like, oh my god. And then they're like, oh yeah, here's this, yeah, no big updates for Infinite, but here's the show. That's
I
not,
never really got into the show.
it's not good. Season 2 is better than Season 1, and that's not saying much.
You literally have to like go into that because like I watched most of season 1, but you literally have to go into that and just realize like it's
It's
not
not,
canon.
it's not. And it's
It's like
stupid
all you have to
because
do.
MCC did not canon stuff better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
like the fractured seasons were so cool. Like the whole like every planet's like a kingdom and everything, and they connect
mhm.
and like they unite to fight the Covenant. Like that sounds so much cooler than
Dude, they
Silver
did
Timeline.
fucking for Halo 4. They did Forward Unto Dawn. I felt like that was like amazing.
Forward of the Dawn was all right. I do think it's a little slow, but and then they did Nightfall for H5, and it's not good.
I didn't really watch Nightfall.
It's
That was
not
that
good.
animated show on it.
No, that was Legends, which is fucking cool. Some of those I don't think are canon, or they kind of say they are. I think you go into it as just it's cool animation and just kind of watch it. Because like
Yeah.
some of the designs are definitely out there, but it's fucking sick.
Mm.
Yeah, I just wish that they would fucking do more. I want spin-off games like ODST and Halo Wars.
Yeah, dude. Like if they had like an ODST or like a flood horror game, dude.
Dude, everyone's been
Like
wanting
they
a flood
could
horror game
do
for
some
years.
shit like that for dude.
Dude. Or why
There's-
can't we get like a Halo game that's like the Mass Effect games, where it's like
Mm.
like an actual like branching story single player game? Like they could do so many
Yeah,
things
I
where
don't
it's like
know.
you're on an Oni ship, you go do all the stuff, like the Kilo 5
And
books,
that's
and
dude,
it's
that's like
just
kind of another thing too. Is like if
it,
you haven't read any of the Halo books, and you're just kind of lost with the story.
some of the and like the books, some of them are fantastic. Like the Kilo 5 books, they're definitely, some of the stuff is very loosely exaggerated, but the writing's fantastic. The Forerunner books are some of the best you'll ever read. Like
Yeah.
some of the, like even like the books that take place like during H5 and stuff are even written well. Like they even tie in with like the ODST side story with what's her name from like the logs and everything. Like she's in the books with the engineer Sadie.
Yeah, because
I think that's the character.
maybe.
Yeah, that's the one where it follows the logs and like she's trying to get out of the city while the cover. Yeah, like she's in the
Yeah.
books. Like it all ties in the stuff and like Buck's
Yeah.
in the books and like it goes through like all the turmoil with Alpha 9. It's like some of the best writing, and it's like you have all this stuff. Just turn X book into game, even if it's just like, hey, we want this company, just here, outsource it, make game, or hey, let's make this, I don't know, animated film, get like Blur to do just some fucking cool cutscene looking stuff. Boom, here's this. It's like you have like Halo Wars 1 still looks good. Like the cutscenes are gorgeous, and it's like
Halo
dude,
Wars 1,
it's
well, I would still
2009. It's
enjoy loving playing that game, honestly.
It's fucking
was, like,
fun.
top-
Even
dude,
Halo
that-
Wars 2 is fantastic.
Halo Wars 2 was fun, but I don't think it compares to Halo Wars 1. I
No,
really
Halo Wars
don't.
1, I think it was just the level of its being
Had
simple and complex, like just enough.
I have had so much fun playing Halo Wars 1. Just like if it's just me versus my friends, or like we're
Same.
duoing in like an online game. Because like when you look at like Halo Wars 2, like
It's
there's
definitely
so
a
much
little
more useless shit that's involved into it.
Yeah, it was just simple enough to where you could pick it up, but
Like
it
Halo Wars
was
1
so
had, like,
good.
yeah, it was simple,
Oh.
but it also like was advanced enough to like you can level up a tank to like 2 stars with one base. And like if you knew how to do it, you
Yeah,
could do it.
and I did like that it used like the old prestige system from like Command and Conquer and stuff, where it's like the more the
Yeah.
unit got kills, the stronger it got, which was so
Yeah,
it's
and I don't
fantastic.
even think Halo Wars 2 really has any like bases to take over like that.
I think it does multiplayer wise. I don't think campaign wise though.
Yeah.
Campaign, it is I think a little bit more. this objective, that objective. But like Halo Wars 1 was also like the campaign was relatively simple. Like maybe Arcadia is the hardest level because you have to like defend the ships before they get blown up. But like even that's not super difficult. Those cutscenes are still gorgeous.
I don't even think I've ever beat either or campaign.
Great campaigns. Even Halo Wars 2, like even the DLC, the what is it called?
The Flood one.
Like Hunters in the Dark. Oh, no, that's the book.
No.
Fuck. Nightmare in the Dark or whatever it is. Yeah, it's called. Yeah, it is fucking awesome. Well, it's the last time we've gotten the Flood, so.
Yeah,
which is
also is kind of crazy because like we were all kind of expecting to see Flood in Halo Infinite too.
Well, you're on the Flood ring after all.
Yep.
Well, I think they were setting up that whole fucking like campaign DLC because like you could see like a Flood like seed like containment, and it's like, oh yeah, they're setting it up, and then they're just like, no more plans for DLC.
And,
fuck
like,
you.
The whole the endless quote unquote, like where the fuck did these guys come from?
It would make sense that it's like I wish they went well because I do think that they tried to tie it, I think, with the Flood because what's her name, the Harbinger says lines that the Gravemind says. And it's like I think they're trying to set up that it's like they can't be affected by the Flood, all this stuff. But it's
weird though because like we went through like all of these Halo games and all these Halo books thinking that like the Forerunners were like fucking like day one type shit, right? And then you find out the precursors,
which was
the Forerunners,
fine,
the
yeah.
Mantle, so on and so forth.
And then,
that's fine.
And then
Forerunners,
Librarian gave it to us.
So
like the Librarian then gave humanity the.
And then like there's not a single mention of anything before the precursors. Yeah. It's just like we're like the Endless just come out of left fucking field. And like I'm not even to the parts in the book where they start mentioning the Endless because like I said I'm not even. I'm not there yet. Books because I don't really.
Same. I listen to the. I'm on Hunters in the Dark, which is currently from 2015.
On the last on Silentium.
Is that the last of the?
That's the last of the Forerunners.
Like I need to read that because it goes to Epitaph from H3.
Yeah.
Because, dude, like I think the Forerunner lore stuff is so good, dude.
No, the first two books of that were really.
I will say the second book is a little hard to follow. It is everywhere.
Yeah, I think
towards the end of the book,
are a little hard to follow, to be honest. Though
some of them.
Like, there's some times in the books like where they'll just start like going onto some like
I know like, isn't it First Strike? It's like like all of a sudden it's like normal stuff, and then all of a sudden they're like H2 stuff, and it's just like shoehorned right in at the end. I'm like, whoa,
it's just like
okay.
In some of the books,
not what I was expecting.
They'll start spewing like all these like code names and numbers and fucking like.
I get it's meant to be like Oni stuff, but it's like whoa.
Follow, but then it's just like where the fuck am I? Like there's times where like I have to look at my phone like rewind like 2 minutes just to like.
I've done that a few times. I'm like,
I've done that shit way too many times on these books.
Yeah, because I know some people don't like Halo the Flood because it's just like CE expanded, but I think it goes into it quite well. Like it goes to like whole like Jenkins being partially infected. You get to see more backgrounds of Keys before like he's fighting it, and like it's. All, like the book is good. It is basically just like CE expanded. Like it's just extra stuff going on. Even though some of the stuff was meant to be in the game, but they couldn't because of budget and it being 2001.
Yeah. No, but I mean, hopefully the next game is a little bit more lore rich. And I honestly, when it comes to the game, like campaign itself, I didn't really mind like the open world aspect.
No, I thought it was great. I thought the grapple and all that stuff was awesome.
I'm just kind of exploring shit.
Well, going from H5 to that, anything was been good.
Yeah. All right. Well, you want to do any closing thoughts? Because I got scrims in like 25 minutes.
You're good, man. I'm trying to think of some rapid fire questions.
Just rapid fire some shit.
Favorite weapon in the campaigns, or just through all of the games?
Through all of the games, Halo 5 Magnum.
God, you're one of those people. Okay. I guess it's not the sniper like most people. That's good.
Love the Magnum.
If you weren't competing in Halo, what game would you compete in?
Ooh, probably would try Valorant, honestly.
God, you're giving me all the different ones. Everyone's like COD, and I'm like, ugh.
I never was a big fan of COD. Like I liked it.
I
I could
liked it,
play
but I was
but
just like, eh.
it's just kind of boring to me, personally. I mean, COD's not off the table, but I would prefer to try Valorant or like maybe League.
Oh God, you just
Can I
League
say,
is
bro?
League is something. I played it at one point for a while. It's an
I played it
experience.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
Never really got good at it,
I
but
got okay. It's definite experience.
hmm
I would say Dota's harder, but I'm gonna
never
get
played Dota.
I'm gonna get flamed for saying that.
I've never played Dota.
Uh, um. Ooh.
Got this boy racking the brain.
I know. I'm like shit.
He wasn't prepared.
When am I ever prepared for anything?
You got a beer in your hand, brother. Off the top of the dome. Think it up.
Speaking of beer, what's your favorite beer?
Corona.
Can't argue with that.
Only
Mine's
from
Guinness.
the bottles.
Mine's
Only
Guinness.
from the bottles. You get a Corona from a can, you're fucked.
It's not as good.
No, not as good.
It's your Mount Rushmore for Halo. Even though that could be a whole fucking... Dude, I could tell you some stuff that fucking Descendant said.
Comp
That's
players
wild.
wise?
Yeah, just anybody. Some players that you would just want to team with, or like team with, and then like what's your, like your top 5 all time, like your favorite players.
I think. Yeah, I don't really know like who I'd want to team with right now. But I think my top 5 overall players, like competitive scene wise, I think Legend is like best player in the game right now.
I can't
So
argue
he's
with
up
that.
there.
Renegade, you can say Renegade, him.
Renegade, I would put up there. I would 125% put Boo Boo Doo Boo in that list.
I think you're the second player, like person I talked to that said that.
Boo Boo Doo Boo does not miss.
No, he doesn't.
He does not miss whatsoever. Let's see.
Boo Boo Legend.
Boo Boo Legend Renegade.
Renegade.
Then I'll put Crack in the Brain here. I think Royal 2 is really fucking good at this game. And then I want to say Sparty, dude, honestly. Sparty's always been like overall consistent.
It's my favorite player of all time.
He's been really
Love Sparty.
consistent at Infinite. Other than the fact that he's like, banned now and shit, which kind of sucks. But
I was so hoping to go to Atlanta and meet him, and then yeah.
No, yeah, that's fair, but yeah,
well, that team would definitely win
definitely
something.
The 5.
I think that team would definitely win something. Or you'd leave.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I mean, just
You'd hope.
like I said, like it's just I don't know, dude. Legend came out and like he's just so hard to beat right
Dude,
now.
The things I've heard about him where he just like
Well,
doesn't get off the
Bound,
game.
I think I would replace Boo Boo Doo Boo with Bound, but I think Boo Boo Doo Boo is like a really close like.
I think he's been more consistent longer at least because he's played longer.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But Boo Boo Doo Boo is definitely a really good fucking player.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, like he's
always.
He doesn't miss. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah, he's fucking gross.
Like some people have cracked movement, crack this, crack that, whatever, big
He's
brain
just
shit.
Good at
Boo Boo Doo Boo
all of it.
literally just doesn't miss.
Yeah, and
Like,
don't
he'll
put any
shoot
of the
a
power ups in his hands.
75
It's
on
over. Yeah. You give him camo or any other power ups, it's over.
Yeah.
Dude, he's. I would bring up the top 25 list, but that's so out fucking dated. Dude.
Yeah.
The send it was
I don't
wild
know.
for that list when we brought it up, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck Ryan, take him off the list." I was like, "Oh, you're still salty, aren't you?" He goes, "Oh, I got some extra things I could say," and I was like, "Nah, stand on business." He goes, "No, I still have bills to pay." I was like, "Okay, fair enough."
See, I know the whole beef between them.
Dude,
But-
he told me he said some stuff, and I was like, "Bro, say what you want."
Imagine.
Dude,
I don't know.
I was
I
like,
feel like there's some like I don't know, cause like I like
he
'cause,
told
like,
me some
Carmelo
stuff that
comes
like,
from like the same shit that I come from. He's like a clan kid at heart.
yeah.
Like, he does Halo clans or did Halo clans, and like there was one time that like I was just in a Discord call late at night, and he ended up joining, and me and him were just like shits and giggles. I beat him once in chess, then he beat me once in a Halo 1v1. We kind of traded out there, but like
Yeah,
he was
dude.
like I don't know,
He told
like just
yeah, he told me some stuff where it'd be like everyone on the team would agree, and Ryan would be like, "Fuck you, I'm right." I'm like, "Damn."
that's true.
I was like, "Damn." I was like, "Damn." I like Ryan, but I was like, "You're making it sound like he's like the ultimate dick." But I was like, for the stuff I've heard, he's hard to play with.
Yeah,
I understand why most people. I more want to know how does Huss feel because well, because no one said anything until they leave that team. Because I know, what was it, Ethan said some stuff that he's like, it was something else after he left.
yeah, no, like I said, there's probably so much beef between different players.
I think
teaming with
that's-
each other and shit.
Yeah, well, and then you can see that some teams are just completely fine with everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
But
think
I'm
there's
gonna be
any
honest,
issues
like,
with
with the whole
Sentinels.
like APG getting dropped from Optic, APG's like off the rails as of recent, in my opinion.
I still think he's good, it's just, they just can't
No,
find
he's good. No,
consistency.
it's like his whole his whole mentality and like the way he's been carrying himself just seems weird to me recently.
I think he's always been kind of just... I do think that this is pretty much towards the end, because he even talked about on the stream that he's, like, going into other stuff and putting his time in other shit as well. So it's probably close to the end, because, well, Mickwin's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made that tweet that was not on my bingo card for that day.
All right, man, we're making room for up and comers.
Yeah, hey. Breaking Shot finally got his chance. Gunny's still gate kept, and Cherish finally got his chance too.
Cherish was getting his chance for a minute there, though.
Yeah,
He was competing pretty well
it was
on
some like
most events.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Breaking
I don't
Shot
know, like,
finally
it sucks to
fucking
see
being on
some of
team.
these players retire
because they
like-
just can't get chance. Yeah, like some
No,
of
no,
them.
no. I'm talking about like the older players, like Mickwin and
Yeah,
stuff. Seeing like
dude.
people like can't retire because like he's been competing for so long and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
But I mean, like there comes a time and it just opens up.
yeah, because he's competed since what 06, same as APG. It's been been like 18 years. I think it's that's a pretty
And that's partially like like we gotta like that's something like the Halo community needs to stop doing. It's like having like the top AM teams be just like a whole friendship league, and like having like
let some players
you gotta be
in.
friends with all these people.
Yeah.
To, like, be able to team with these people type of shit. Like that's just like.
Like
Don't get me wrong, like, you gotta
like-
vibe with them and shit, but like you don't gotta be
but,
like
like-
buddy buddies.
yeah, like going back to like complexity. You're telling me like they couldn't have picked up no other new player except for one. Like Rain was literally retired, and I think he was pretty comfortable being retired from playing. And then Ryan's like,
Yeah.
come back. I need someone that I used to play with that I know. It's like, dude, just play with some of the new people. Like Gunny and them have easily shown that like they could easily compete with the rest of them, and they just he just doesn't. He gets stuck with. No offense to them, but like honestly, the leftovers. Like it was weird. Like right before King J
it's
stopped
crazy
playing for
though
some
that-
time, that he got stuck with
It's just crazy that like Gunny was literally teaming with Breaking Shot
yeah, and then
for
Breaking
a fat minute there, and then Breaking Shot gets the offer and just
and nobody else got an offer
good
from
for
any
Breaking
team.
Shot. He deserves that.
Oh
but,
yeah,
like, just,
I was like I was happy
like
for him for
don't
that.
get me
But,
wrong,
like,
I love like because Leaderness was on that team too. I love Leader, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
he's
Leader
awesome.
is good enough. Like I love him to death, but I don't think he's like on the level of Breaking Shot and Gunny to get like
No.
an org deal.
And it's weird that some of them don't get when they have the connections that they do. Like Gunny could pretty much hit up any of them, get in lobbies with them,
Yeah.
everything, and he just gets nothing. It's so weird.
It's just like I said, friendship league, and that's how it
yeah.
is. But maybe one day it'll change.
Yep. But then everything gets too corporate. If it gets
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you got scrims in what?
I got
10
scrims
minutes?
in like 15 minutes.
15
yeah.
minutes. All right. Good luck in your scrims.
I shall. The
What
luck
team
has
are you?
been taken.
What team are you
What team?
scrimming? Or do you not
Um,
know yet?
I'm not. I think we're gonna scrim the other lights out team. I think maybe. I have no fucking idea.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know who we're actually scrimming.
Fair enough. I don't know if it'll say on like Halo what's that? What's the website?
I don't know. I know there's Data Hive, but I don't
Yep,
know if
that's the one I was
one.
thinking of. Sometimes it tells all the scrims that are going on.
I mean, I'm not big enough to really be listed like that.
I
but
know
you can
you.
probably
I
just
know
find
some
my
of the.
shit.
Yeah, and it might tell you. Yeah, and it might say who you're playing. Yeah. I will say, since going to Orlando, it definitely feels nice that like actually like have somewhat some sort of network and actually like be able to reach out to people.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and I mean, it'd be kind of cool to like if you ever go to Atlanta or something, you can do we can get like a group of people and do some shit like this like in person too. That'd be kind of sick.
Oh yeah, I would have
Have
to
a few
fucking.
drinks and just fucking
Oh yeah, I would have to fucking.
chop it up on the desk.
Oh yeah.
They were asking me that shit in Orlando. They were like, "Yo, does anybody want to get on the couch and chop it up, cast a little bit?" I'm like, "Yeah, you got me fucked up, bro. I have a panic attack."
I would have been
No
like,
way.
fuck it. I would have acted like a dumbass, but
I
sure.
didn't know what this. I want to know what to say, bro. They just would have been started talking. I just would have been like, all right. I had to get a few drinks in me before I did that shit.
Few drinks, weren't you already a few drinks in?
Not around this time. No, this is when I first got there.
Ah.
I gotta wait a little bit, bro. I can't be that bad.
Saturday, you were something.
I wasn't that bad.
No, you weren't, but I definitely, it was like 6 beers deep is wild, and you were still like hitting shots too, which I was like, fuck.
I was frying, dude.
Yeah, you guys were fucking cooking that day. But I was like, dude, that's wild.
It was a fun event.
I think
It
I
was
turned
really
around
fun
one
playing
time
with
and you were
PCs.
mid-match fucking chugging down a beer. I was like, I was like, damn.
This guy's a fucking menace, dude.
I was like, you're
This
fucking.
guy's a fucking menace.
Because I was like, fuck, man.
What is he doing? How is he hitting shots?
Dude, I don't know. I do say sometimes when I drink playing Infinite, I do play better. It's probably because I'm not overthinking shit.
More confidence, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, I'm gonna have to
you good.
skedaddle because we're getting
Nah,
ready
you
for the
good.
scrims.
Nah, you good. Good luck in your scrims.
It's good talking.
Good
No.
talking. We're gonna have to.
I'll be in Atlanta. If you go to Atlanta, let me know.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out then.
Thursday.
And of course, if
Yes,
not,
Thursday.
or after, we can of course always do another episode after Atlanta, post Atlanta fucking update.
Yeah, we'll see what's up with it.
Nah, you good.
Alright, later, brother.
Good luck, bro. Hey, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more. And while you're here, why don't you go watch like the other episodes of the pod? It would mean a lot. So yeah. Thank you again for watching. Peace.